Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. So many of you are aware that Dele Farotimi has been granted bail, but there is one thing that I have been thinking ever since the court pronounced the terms and conditions of the bail. Apart from the 30 million naira that they are going to drop with the court, they are, landed properties and so on and so forth. So I was somehow worried that that could delay, not because of the money, because anyone can pay 30 million naira and make sure that the man will be released. But what about the landed property? I think in Ekiti there, So when I heard the news that P2B has offered to meet the whole condition for him to be bailed, I was so happy. And I am still happy. So I'm very happy with P2B's move. So this article is from Guardian News. I just saw it from Guardian News that P2B offers to meet Dele Farotimi's bail condition. So what that means is that we are expecting that tomorrow Dele Farotimi will be free. By the way, he was barred from granting interview. I don't really know if coming social media to talk or say what you want to say is part of the media interview, but I think interview has to do with two people where people will be asking you questions and so on and so forth. And secondly, I think if there is a case in court, you don't talk more about the case. Okay, the case is still on, so I think people will not talk more about it now till the January they are going to finish the case. Now let us go through this article to understand what P2B said. The article reads that the coordinator of the Obedient Movement, Nnamdi, has announced that former presidential candidate and movement leader P2B has offered to fulfill the bail condition for human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi. This comes after a federal high court granted Farotimi a 30 million naira bail following charges filed against him. Farotimi, known for his outspoken criticism of systemic issues in Nigeria, has faced public attention and support throughout the legal proceedings. According to the coordinator, Obi expressed gratitude to the court and all parties involved. He called for a resolution in the best interest of the legal system and all stakeholders. The Obedient Movement continues to rally around Farotimi, underscoring the need for justice and transparency in Nigeria's judicial process. Farotimi's case is scheduled for further hearing in January 2025. So, a big shout out to P2B. Thank you. You do this one, okay? You do this one because I know that a lot of people love Dele Farotimi. People would also try to donate land freely. In fact, if I have a landed property that worth up to that amount in Ekiti State, I will do that without looking my back. So that is the situation for the now. So what is the target of the government? Now, try to understand that in Ekiti State, in Edo State, that there is a different law there of this criminal libel. I don't know what they call it. That law is not in Lagos. That law is not in so many parts of the state. That is the reason why they kidnapped this man from Lagos. They brought him back to Ekiti. From Lagos State to Ekiti. Though I am not a lawyer, what do I know, self? I don't know anything. I thought that maybe where someone has issue is where they will just treat the case and do everything. But Babanoda made sure that they brought him to where he has a stronghold. Ekiti State is Babanoda's stronghold. So that is the issue. But we are happy that he was granted bail. But the case continues. So at the end, if Dele Farotimi won the case, all this bailing condition he met, I think it will be refunded to him. Am I right? It will be refunded to him. But I think if he loses the case, everything we go, something like that. So if I'm not right, I think you should correct me on the comment section and let me know what you think about this. In another news, the son of Erufai, Bello Mohammed, did something that I love so much today. You see, when I see the truth, or when I see a truth, when someone speaks the truth, it doesn't matter where it is coming from, it doesn't matter who is the person speaking it. I identify truth from every angle, no matter where it is coming from. So he stood up on the chambers of the House of Rep today and made a shocking assertion that I love so much. Take a listen to it first.
For Bello Mohammed, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Mohammed Bello El Rufai. I represent the good people of Kaduna North. I'm from Kaduna State. Yesterday was a day of great privilege, and we thank the President and the Executive for laying the budget. Mr. Speaker, a lot of the things have been said already. I'll try to stick to time as quickly as possible by focusing on what I think is important. Recurrent capital is what is being discussed. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask again that this House remembers to compel the executive to implement the Oronsai report. That's one. Two, we need to cut down on costs. Mr. Speaker, as you rightly heard, the recurrent of various budgets.
Members need to be in this room to vote on this particular bill. So, for those who are moving around, please sit to make sure you contribute in voting for this.
Can I go on, sir? Sir, the recurrent issue is in every budget. Even a young person like myself, we budget for vehicles every year. We budget for utensils every year. So what I would like us to do, sir, to open more revenues or block loopholes, is to look at all these ministries that are bringing their budgets. If they bought vehicles last year, please, they should just relax now. Vehicles do not expire. These are the little things, Mr. Speaker, that unless we start looking at them, the loopholes we talk about will not come out. I want to thank the leadership for sessions like this and other experienced members. It's a learning opportunity. But on this, the Oronsai report, sir, should be implemented. It is key. That is one. The second and most important thing to me, since I was I'm still a young man, since I was a boy, budgets every year come with new computers, new furniture. These things don't expire, sir. We should cut them out totally. We can't be asking Nigerians. We can't have a tax reform bill that could shape the fiscal shape of this country. While as leaders, we are not cutting anything. So I urge the chairman, I'm honored, sir, that I chair a committee that has CBN, but my budget is not on here. But committee chairman that are more experienced than myself should look into this. Nigerians are tired of every agency buying fork and knife every year. We should show them we are serious and do these drastic cuts. I really trust the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, and I just thought to raise this issue. It's an opportunity to speak, and may God continue to guide us to do what is necessary for our people. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nigeria should not buy fork and knife every year. And I'm happy that the chairman of appropriation and the deputy chairman of appropriation, they are here making notes. And I've been watching them, and I'm also making notes, because we will also go through the work done by appropriation to see if all these debates happening here and issues being raised here, they are captured. Because it's not garbage in, garbage out. Though that budget with good intention from Mr. President must be fine-tuned to reflect actually what he wanted to achieve by the time he conceptualized it.
It is simple as that. Every now and then, one will continue to think or consider a Nigeria that has everything a nation is supposed to have. But every time the government, they are still borrowing. When you see the budget of 47 trillion, is it not 47 trillion, 40-something trillion Tinubu presented, almost everything they are good, half of the things in the budget is duplicate. Everything is duplicate. So the kind of retrogression, Nigeria cannot continue like this. That is just it. Nigeria cannot continue like this. Never, never and ever. Because the system in Nigeria is very difficult to fight. It's very difficult to corrupt. No one agenda, no one mind, nothing. So with all these things going on in Nigeria, I continue to offer the best solution is for people to come together and decide in peace that let us go in our separate ways. I think that is just the best solution. Let me know what you think in the comment section.